All right, welcome everybody. This is Barney Kinsey, and I am coming to you live from my office, my home office. And while you guys are just coming in, I am putting on some frankincense. And so I am excited. Even though I might look a little tired, I am definitely excited. I hope that you guys are excited because this summit is going to be amazing. Now, of course, I'm biased, and of course I would say that, right? But I got to tell you, we've been working behind the scenes here to get this thing ready. We're working on we have some really great things I want to share with you. So I want to get straight into it. And what I'd love for you guys to do, for those of you who are coming in, just let me know if my hair looks good. Okay. I know my hair looks good, but anyways, let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Nice to see you, Stacy Hall. And pardon me, Stacy, I hit the wrong button there. Stacy Hall, one of our presenters who's absolutely amazing. And Becky and George and Angela, a fellow Ontarian. So, hey, Angela, nice to see you. So what I'd love for you to do is let me know where you guys are tuning in from. And also let me know if this is your first year, saying, hey, I'm from Ontario, Canada. And if this is your first year, then let me know. And if this is your fourth, fifth, or sixth year, then let me know. I'm going to be putting on some gathering as well. When you guys come in here, we can be gathering together. Now, one thing Gary said to me one time at one of the events when I was with him and at one of the farms was he said that when you use gathering, you want to be very conscious and specific with your thoughts. I think that goes for every and any oil, but I just want to say to you guys to send a little prayer for you guys for abundant blessings to you, and that we are going to have an amazing summit, an amazing fall, and it's going to be awesome. So that's why I wanted to put on some gathering oil for you guys. Okay, so we have some frankincense and some gathering going on here. So I want to tell you this. I want to get into this because some of you coming in here, pardon me, as I'm trying to just keep myself organized, doing my best as a blue personality, also as a red. But I just want to let you know that I've always been excited about the Wild Success Summit. There's been times when it's been very stressful when the website breaks, not like when Young Living breaks the website. I know there's a lot of frustrated people. But this year is going to be special because there's quite a few things that we have been adding to make your experience even better. Okay, I hope that's okay, because if not, I can't really go back and change it. So, yeah, this is 6 years. So I know some of you I can see here. Let me see. George is his 5th year doing the summit, and Stacy. Where is Stacy? I saw Joanne from BC. This is her 6th year. Shelly Corbin, this is her 2nd year. And Ariel this is her 1st year. So welcome, Ariel. Maybe you're new to Young Living. And if you are, then cool. Then welcome to the community. We're pretty awesome. Even though we might be on different teams, I consider us all one big family and one big team. So why don't I do this? Because I wanted to keep this short and I want to just get straight to it. But I do also want to tell you the reason why does this exist in the first place? Well, basically in 2010, I went to a traditional native healing circle with some friends with the intention to get more clear. And I asked God for guidance. And there's an old saying that says, be careful what you wish for because you'll surely get it. And I definitely did. That night, I had my eyes open up very wide about my life purpose and mission and vision. And that involves inspiring and educating and teaching and impacting millions and millions of people around the world. And so I am on that mission. And I just want to thank you that if this is your 1st year or if it's your 6th year, that you genuinely are touching my heart by just allowing me to live my mission and vision. I'm a creative visionary entrepreneur, used to be in fitness. And running fitness clubs. I still am in fitness. I run a marketing and advertising agency, and I'm also a gold leader in Young Living. My wife and I have been dedicated to Young Living for many, many years. Absolutely love the community and all of the people. So whether we've met you in person or not, just know that I consider you part of our family. Okay. But the reason that this event exists is because back in 2015, the landscape was very different. So if you're relatively new, this will be not very relevant. But for those of you who have been around for a while, this community has been through a lot, and Young Living has been through a lot, continues to go through a lot. But the one thing that hasn't changed is the love that we have for the products, for the people, for helping people, and just supporting each other. And so I noticed that there was just a lot of people that would go to convention, but then there was even more people, like at least 90 to 98% of the people in the entire company worldwide that just weren't able to go to convention. So we had this event put together so that it was for free, that we could do it every year for free. We do offer paid options that you can participate in supporting us to be able to continue to keep putting this on for free. There's no obligation. Okay. So this isn't a bait and switch at all. We do have very budget friendly options, which you're going to find out about, that I think you're really going to like. And so the way this works, if you're completely brand new, because some of you might be brand new, like for example, Jean, actually have quite a few newbies here. So welcome newbies. So Becky and Jean and Debbie, all the way from Texas, and first year to this summit, but not new. So that's actually really cool that you share that, because I actually just met one of our presenters, new presenters, Lauren Caddy, who is a natural born hustler. She's really awesome. You're going to love listening to her presentation. So make sure you note that name down, Lauren Caddy. She's going to do a great presentation. And she's a platinum, been in Young Living for 4 years, and has never heard of the Wild Success Summit. Didn't know it existed. Didn't know I existed. I'm like, how many people don't know I exist, right? I'm just kidding. Anyways, and so I just think, like, how many people out there right now don't know that this event exists? But if you don't, why did I bring that up? Because that gets me really excited, because we put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this thing. And why it exists is that I wanted to bring together really amazing teachers, speakers, educators, and leaders it used to be 14 days, but now it's 10 days to basically just pour into you so that you can drink from the fire hose. Okay. So every day for the 10 days, the way it's going to work is that you'll get 24-hour access to each day's presentation. So day one is this Sunday, which is November the 1st. And you're going to get from 12:01 a.m. until 11:59 p.m. that night to listen to each day's presentations and content. So there's on average, mostly 5, but there will be some days that there will be 6 presentations on, and then you're just going to want to take a look at how much playtime there is, and then just get your presentations or listen to your presentations and get in as much learning as you can in a day. Okay, we have the video that's available for you. There will also be the audio. So if you're, as we say in Canada, if you're out and about. We don't actually say it like that, but some of you Americans like to think that we say it like that. But if you are out and about, you can be listening when your mind is free and your body's busy, like you're walking, you're working out, you're walking the dog, you're hanging the laundry out, you're cleaning the house. You can be always listening and learning and growing, and let the seeds of the wisdom of the presenters that are sharing with you to be planted within you and really take root and grow, because there are a lot of things happening, right? I'm not even, we look at the Rona, there's the election this year in the States, there's Young Living broke the website and now they're trying to fix it. And it's been a long time coming. There's been some shipping issues. So Shannon Hudson posted this on the weekend. She's like, you all need something else to focus on other than Rona and the election. So what I think for you guys is that this event is really going to change your life, even if you've been here every year for the last 5 or 6 years, or if it's some of you newbies that have been here, it's your first time, that this is going to give you an opportunity to get your team to come to. Why? Because it's online, it's free, you can register anywhere, anytime. It doesn't matter if you're in Singapore, if you're in Australia, if you're in Germany, if you're in Mexico, if you're in Canada, or if you're in the United States, or in Holland, or anywhere in the world. You just have to adjust your time frame so that that what time by the way, we're in Eastern time. So when I say 12:01 a.m., that's Eastern Standard Time, New York time, or Toronto time. So make note of that. And that's when the 24-hour clock will apply. Okay. So you can tune into that. And it's going to be something that we find that during the fall, there's usually a big boost at OGV and the business typically grows. But There's also something that's really unique about it, is that having the summit, in addition to all the exciting growth that typically happens in the fall, it's going to be awesome because you can really gather your community, your team, and participate in this event and leverage this event for growth. And it's not just for current members. So if you have prospects or people that you're trying to introduce to Young Living, this is amazing, because this is not a general or a generic event that's in just about essential oils. It's about Young Living. Okay. I had many opportunities back in the day from a marketing perspective, that people that were giving me their advice and suggestions, saying, hey, we should just make this, if you want to make this a really big event, you just make it generic across the board so that all the essential oil companies could participate. And I'm like, no, that's not really my thing. No, nothing against any other companies. I just wanted to have this to be 100% towards Young Living. And if I could be frank, it's really more from a selfish standpoint, because then I get to network with the presenters, I get to talk to them, get to learn from them, and also get to be able to put that information together for you guys so that you can keep learning. And yeah, Carol, so I just shared that the time zone is Eastern Standard Time. So you have a 24-hour viewing period from there, which actually, Carol, I'm going to put her up here for a second. She's one of our new presenters as well. So that's going to be pretty neat. You're going to want to watch her presentation as well. Okay. All right. So let me just briefly cover what's new. Okay. So as I did my introduction, why this event has been started, why it exists, because it's about Young Living, because I'm a Young Living leader, a gold leader, and I have a fair bit of skills in marketing and advertising and business. And I wanted to be able to put that into practice in a very, if I could be very humble with you and frank, it actually kind of in a weird way gives me more satisfaction putting on this event than watching my own team grow. Okay. My team is growing, not at as fast a rate as it was before, but this just this lights my soul on fire. This really fires me up. I get really excited, but not just like superficially excited, like from the core of my being, every fiber of my being, I really get excited and inspired, because I just, when I go to events and talk to some of you and meet some of you, and somebody comes up and says, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much. I participated in the summit, I couldn't buy it, or I bought it, and I listened to this person or that person, and it opened up a whole new world. And there was all these amazing presenters and all this great content in Young Living that I never knew existed before Young Living. And to me, that just really is like, mission accomplished. Okay. So let's go through the three options. So first option is register for free. If you haven't yet, I'm going to put the link in here where you can actually go and get yourself registered for free. Okay. It's pretty simple. And pardon me as I try to type here and, okay. So this is interesting. It's not going to let me type. Okay, here we go. Register free using that link right there. Okay, so I'll put that up there. So you're going to register free. It's going to start this Sunday. So if you are watching this after, this is totally going to date this video. But what you're going to be able to do with the free access is every day for the 24-hour period, you're going to be able to watch those current day's presentations. When day 2 rolls around, okay, at 12:01 a.m. the next day, those previous day's presentations will not be available, nor will the future days be available. Okay. So it's pretty awesome. It what's neat about that is it kind of forces you to like watch the presentations in that day, because it sometimes if you get a pass, like an all access pass to an event and it's live or being streamed live, but you get the replays or you bought the videos or maybe you catch it later, it kind of gives you an out. Like you don't need to necessarily be present because, pardon me, because you're going to be able to be there later. You can get the downloads later. You can watch the streaming later, right? But when you're on the free version and you only have 24 hours, it kind of forces you to do that. And I like that because it's kind of like going to a convention and you know, so-and-so speaking at X time on X day. Well, you have to be there at that time on that day in that room to hear that presenter, because after, if it's not recorded, you're not going to hear them, right? So I really love that. The dark side to it is that it can be stressful because if you miss a day, like maybe November the 3rd, where there's the presidential elections, I know there's some people that don't really care, but there are a lot of people who do care. And you might be watching what's going on in that night and you might miss some of the presentations. So that's why we have option number 2. Option number 2 is the all access digital pass that you can actually purchase for a very small amount It's $77. And if you're on our email list, we gave you a promo code that you can get $17 off. Okay. And what that does is that's going to get you. So this is something that's new, where we are actually going to give you the transcripts from all of the presentations from 2020. Okay. We've never done this before. We've had people, we've had people who have asked and said, I would like to just purchase all the transcripts. And I kind of think, I think it's interesting because I'm more of a video and an audio type guy. But there are people who really like to read the PDFs. And what's really neat about it is that that is all of the presentations, and we transcribe all of them. And then it's there. Each one of them are put into their own presentation. So you're going to receive the PDF transcripts. You'll also get access to all of the previous 5 years content right now. So if you decide you want to purchase right now, you'll be able to log into the members area and go in and start listening and learning before we get to the live event. And then during the live event, if on day 7, you want to go back and watch days 1 through 6, then you can. Okay. So that's just $77. If you do have the promo code, check your email. You'll have a promo code in your email, and that'll take $17 off. So you get it for just $60. You get the transcripts, which we normally will be selling for $97. And then the all access digital pass. So I think that's a pretty sweet deal. And we want to add that for something that's like really new and really exciting. Okay. So the other thing is I'm going to go through a short little list here. I'm going to try to be as concise as possible because I wanted to keep this around 20 to 25 minutes, and we're almost at the 20-minute mark. So you can take notes when you go to log into the members area. What's really neat about it is that there's going to be a little widget, we call it, on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. This works on a tablet, an iPhone, or iPhone. I'm obviously a Mac guy. On a phone or a tablet or on a computer, where you can go and click take notes. So if you're listening to Stacey Hall, you can click on take notes and a little window pops up. And as you're listening to her, as the video's playing, you can be like, wow, this is really good. Oh, that's another good tip. This is really good tip. I want to type this down. I want to type that down. I mean, I don't know who actually types like that anymore, right? It's probably like this or like that. So you can take the notes, then you can save them, and then it's organized by the presentation that you were watching that day. Okay, then it saves it in your members area, and at the end of the summit, you can download those all and print them. Okay, so it's pretty awesome. You can take your notes. The other thing is that you can invite anyone now through until the end of the event completely for free. So again, it doesn't have to be for any specific, like it doesn't have to be just for a Young Living member. Most of you who are going to participate and who are going to show up are going to be people who are Young Living members. But again, if you have prospects, if you have people who you've been working on, how cool is it that you can say, hey, you know what, Susie, I know I told you about this about Young Living or a couple months back or 2 weeks ago, 3 days ago. And I really think that you'd be well served to join this event. It's a free event. There's no obligations to buy anything. You can just dig in and learn and help them walk through the summit so that they can sift through it, because it's going to give them the opportunity to be kind of introduced to how awesome our community is by other presenters. And that's called third-party credit validation and edification, but also just having third-party credibility, right? By you introducing them to something that's really awesome, something that's a YL specific resource, 100% dedicated to Young Living, and that you can trust all the content. It's great, amazing content. It's all compliant. And so it's just going to give them a great experience. Okay. So you can invite your people now through the end of the event. But these two big things I'm really excited about. So I've been training. I have had 3 and I'm down to 2 right now, virtual assistants that I have been training, okay, for the entire year. But you're wondering, like, well, you had 3 and now you're down to 2. Where'd the other one go? Well, the other one got placed in one of my clients' businesses for a couple months. And she's amazing. So she needed some help. And that's what's that. So I have 2 virtual assistants. Their names are Charm. That's her name. Her real name's actually Charlemagne, but she goes by Charm. I think it's a really cool name. And then my other one is JC. So they're my 2. Some of you might remember Jamie back in the day. She was my assistant. And now I have JC and Charm. So they've been trained and hired specifically to support me in my business for you guys. So please do your best to be really nice to them, okay? Because they're my assistants. but they're going to be live. So get this, they're going to be on live chat support in a couple days leading up to the summit and during the summit. So just be mindful that there's going to be probably well over 10 to 15,000 people attending this event. So, but if you need something, you can email into support@fullcircleholistichealth.com. That's our email support. But there's also going to be a little widget in the members area and on the sales page or on our registration page where there's going to be live chat. So chances are if you initiate a live chat, you'll be talking to JC, myself, and or Charm. Okay. So we just wanted to add that because we have people in different time zones, like in Australia, and the Europeans who would give us feedback and saying, hey, when you turn the new content on, if there's something wrong with my login details, I've got to wait 5 or 6 hours until you guys get back up. Sometimes I haven't gone to bed yet. And so we want to make sure that we can be more responsive. So we've added the live chat, and they're going to be available 24/7. So I think that's pretty awesome. So if you have any questions about buying or getting access or trying to get your friend in or anything like that, feel free to use the live chat or the email. Okay. And like I said, I've trained them and hired them specifically to be able to support you guys. So that's on option number 1. That's available to anybody. Those of you who are our VIP members or platinum members, you guys obviously get access to the summit for free as part of your membership. And I highly encourage you, I'm going to put this other link in here. If you're thinking about it and you haven't registered yet, go ahead and register. And then when you get to, or if you just want to, you can go straight to this page, and I'm going to give you right here the All Access Digital Pass. And right here. Okay, awesome. Leo, that's awesome. You just got the All Access Digital Pass, so good on you. It is really, it's not just me saying this, I think it's a pretty phenomenal value because you're going to get instant access right now. Then during the summit, so during the 10 days, if on day 9 you missed a couple days in the beginning, you can go back and watch it. And we're going to give you access when the access will expire. I think the date has already been set. I think it's November the 15th. So you're going to get an extra 5 days of viewing access so that you can really get in there, get your learn on. Because I mean, it might sound kind of weird, but we would have people that would email us. And I know it might sound kind of bizarre. People get like borderline angry. They're like, oh my gosh, like I missed out on the content yesterday. Like, can you please turn it back on? Like, why did you turn it off? I had, stuff happening in my life and I didn't get to access it. And we're like, well, it's kind of not always that easy. So we came up with like a bridge, because before we never had that. It was either the free option or you pay the $200 or $300 to buy one of our other options. So this is a really great little bridge. And then I thought, I was meditating the other week, and I thought, how can I deliver and add more value for those of you who decide that maybe you're not sure. You're like, I don't know, this Barney guy seems kind of cool. He's Canadian. I don't know about that, but maybe we would want to buy something like one of the VIP options or one of the other options, but I'm not quite sure yet. Well, this is a great bridge. I'm obviously trying to have a little bit of fun here, but it's a great bridge so that until you decide that you want to do that, then it's a nice small little investment. And the other thing is, so you're going to get the transcripts. So when you purchase that, then at the end of the event, I think within the week after the summit's finished, we will then have them all polished up. At the very latest, maybe 2 weeks after the event, then we'll send you an email and you'll be able to download them. Okay. But if you decide that you want to buy a flash drive or one of the other packages that we're going to present later, or a VIP package, we will apply that $77 or $60, whatever it is that you purchase, if you have a promo code, towards your VIP purchase, okay, or to the flash drive purchase, so that that is going to be a good investment. But if not, there's no obligation and you can really enjoy it, okay? So I hope that's cool. I think it's cool because based on the experience in the last 5 years, thinking how can we add more value and help you guys out, especially with everything that's going on right now, that's what we're doing, okay? So that's that. And then option number 3 is we do have our VIP membership, which we have developed an app that is kind of like Audible and Netflix. Basically, in a nutshell, it's a mobile app that you can just listen, watch, and read all of the presentations from the last 5 years. And then soon year number 6 or 2020 will be added in, so that you'll have instant access anywhere you are from the touch of your fingertips from your phone, that you can listen, watch, and read all the presentations. And then this is the coolest part. you're sitting there and you're listening to something or watching something and you're really inspired and you're like, oh my gosh, like Susie Q on my team, she used to play in this band called CCR. Did you get that? And she's really interested in this. So I've got to send this information to her. So then you just put in her name, her email, and hit send. And then it sends Susie Q an email. Once she gets it, it'll sit there forever until she clicks on the link within the email. And then it activates the ability for her to watch that presentation for 48 hours. And I'm not done yet. Then when she clicks on it, then you get notified that Susie Q just clicked on that link. So it's really great to be able to plant seeds for your people, love on your people, your team, prospects, so that you have at the touch of your fingertips, I think for about 68 cents a day, is how you can get a VIP membership. Now, you might say, well, this sounds really awesome, Barney. I'm totally interested in VIP. We're doing something again new and different this year. I'm not opening enrollment for the VIP membership until we start the summit. Before, we used to start it like a month or two in advance, and it was just like chaos. There was just people starting, and then there was confusion for some people, whether they had access to the summit or paid access or free access. So we are just encouraging you right now to go ahead and get registered. And then if you did want to get the all access digital pass, just like Leo did, you can go to right here, go.wildsuccessummit.com/buy-now. And then get yourself set up there. Okay. So you have two options right now, free or all access pass. And then when we get into the summit, I'm going to share with you some more details, but just know that if you are interested in VIP, that will become an option. You can subscribe yearly or monthly. And then we will also have the flash drives available and the digital downloads. But I will give you a little bit of a sneak peek if you are at all interested, okay? I hope you like little teasers. But VIP members, all of you who are VIP members are going to receive the digital downloads 100% no charge, okay? We used to charge and or ask for, which I think is a very nominal amount, to be $297. But what we're doing and what we found based on my research, and I do surveys and talk to our customers all the time, is that people really love the VIP membership. But then people also kind of like having the ability to download the content. So what we're doing is we're basically giving you access to the VIP membership when you purchase that on a yearly membership. I should clarify that. That's on a yearly membership. If you're just on the monthly membership, this is only going to be accessible for those of you who pay for the year. You're then going to get the digital downloads included. Okay, so that's a little sneak peek. But I will also say there's something else coming, but I'm not going to fully release this quite yet. And this involves having a flash drive. It's called the Super Drive. And I got this big brainwave earlier this year, but we found a way to take and make room on one flash drive that's going to have all 6 years. And I think there's 402 presentations. By the time we're all said and done with, there's going to be 402 videos and audios and transcripts. So it's going to be like a collector's item. And I only made 200 of them. So if you're interested, then what you need to do is email support@fullcircleholistichealth.com. I'm not going to share any pricing right now, but I'm just going to tell you that it's coming. So, but all you need to know is that there's options for you, okay? I'm really excited for you guys, and that is coming later in when the summit happens in the 10 days. So you're going to want to make sure you watch your email and check for that, because there's going to be the Super Drive, the Super Summit Drive. And then there's also going to be the people who decided to go yearly. So if you are already a VIP yearly member, you're going to receive the digital downloads, no charge. It's going to be included as a bonus. Because I've just been really feeling like, you know what, this has been an amazing event, and it's still a lot of work. Okay. More work is kind of already been established because we have our website, we have the membership site, we have the app. You know, there's still expenses there, but I'm just thinking, you know, there's a lot of you, maybe you guys have been affected by this. I know that for the most part, we have not been affected, but in other ways we have been affected by this whole Rona situation. But there's some of you and some of my friends and some of my family members that have been hit really hard, businesses that are getting shut down. You know, things are changing drastically. And I've just really been praying about it and thinking about it and meditating on it, thinking, how can I deliver more value? And I got to be honest, I am very happy that I'm not Young Living Corporate, because I just keep thinking, like, how in the world are they going to continue to keep innovating in new products and new oils and all this stuff, right? And everybody's appetite continues to grow. It's not like our expectations are getting lowered; they get higher, right? So I'm thinking about that for the summit. How can I keep improving the value for you guys, doing a better job, delivering a better experience for you guys? Oh, and I forgot one other thing I'm going to mention too. And so that's what we're doing. Okay, is basically anybody who joins VIP, you're going to get. So it's not like you have to buy. We would have people who would do the digital downloads and then they'd buy the VIP membership. That's about $500, but it's going to be a lot less than that. Okay, so more details coming during live during the summit. Last thing I'm going to share with you is that every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to have a Facebook Live little talk show here live with Barney Kunze every day. So we can have a little chat. We can talk shop. We can talk about the presentations. We can share. You can invite your friends, invite your team, because I want to see the first 10 days of November to be some amazingly productive and efficient and OGV friendly days, so that you're bringing your people and they're getting inspired and they're getting fired up and they're reigniting their businesses or taking it to the next level or staying fired up, because this is for us. This is not about me. It's not about you. It's not about any of us. It's about all of us. And I don't go through the whole year doing all of this work to just have a couple people show up. My intention is that I would really love to see well over 28,000 people. Why? Because we had 28,000 people show up the first year. If it doesn't happen, it's still going to be amazing success. And those of you important and special people who show up and really show up and take the notes and invite your team, invite your friends, and really use this event, I'm going to tell you that we have been, myself and my family and my wife, and also some of our presenters have been praying about you guys, thinking about you guys, meditating. For me, I'm a meditating guy, and praying too. But just putting the energy out there that we need this as a community, as a family in Young Living. We need this now more than ever. And when I mean we need this, well, there's just been issues. The shipping, the website, there's been talk about the no Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale or whatever. There's been a lot of people upset about that. Then there's the whole Rona situation, and then there's people getting just all bent out of shape and twisted up about all this stuff. We won't even go there. And then there's a presidential election and all that. I mean, that's very important. And I'm only saying this because this is going to give you something to do, that when you're busy doing your thing, cleaning your house, walking the dog, working out, whatever you're doing, that you can have an earbud in and you could be listening. You don't have to always be watching, and you can be listening. And then 5 p.m. every day, we can huddle up to the little fire with Barney Kunze, because I live in Canada and I love the cold weather and cold water. And we're going to have a little bit of fun. So every day I'm going to have a new presenter on. We're just going to talk shop. We'll take some Q&A. We're just going to have lots of fun. So I'm just really excited. If you guys can't tell this, then I don't know what's wrong with you, but just kidding. There's nothing wrong with you. So Carol, what does it cost to buy? And by the way, so that's my spiel. I'm done now. If you guys have any questions, just go start flooding the comments box and I will do my best. I see lots of familiar names here. Some of our VIP members, I think like Norma, Joanne, and I know I'm probably going to miss quite a few of you. Stacy, Elizabeth, Gretchen. Yeah, so there's quite a few of you I can see in here that are some of our VIP members, and just members and past customers, current customers. Either way, we love you, whether you show up and you decide to do the free version or not. But this question from Carol. So she's asking, what does the transcripts cost? Well, the transcripts are $97. Now, we haven't decided if we're going to put them out on the order forms per se. We were really going to be just focusing on VIP and then the flash drive. But then you also have the all access digital pass. But if you are interested, I'll just say this, if you're interested in only purchasing the transcripts, you can, but the price is going to be $97. and it'll be digital downloads only, because I got to tell you, to take 50 to 60 videos, take the video and then convert it into audio, and then transcribe every single spoken word of those audios into written word, and then have them edited and formatted. It's a lot of bloody work. And so I only say that just because we never really actually thought about selling them individually. Personally, I just think if you're going to spend $97, you're better off to just buy the flash drive or the digital downloads. But it's totally up to you. You're more than welcome to do whatever. Now, the thing is that if you just get the all access digital pass, then you're going to, be kind of silly, in my opinion, if you wanted to pay $97. I'm okay with it. And so like Jim Rohn says, I might not need the money, but I'll take the money, and we'll put it to good use. Okay. So, yes, Stacy is still here. I think yes, Stacy, I don't know what you're saying, still here. But yes, we love that you're still here, Stacy. Thank you. And Norma, so thank you for all your forethoughts. You're welcome. I just, I just want to make it where, like, I don't know. I don't think that this is going to be our last year. I'm already planning for next year already too. But there has been times in the past couple of years where I'm like, man, like this year just felt really off and a little bit tough, and maybe we should just kind of wrap it up. And there's other events that are happening now, because 5 years ago, 6 years ago, there was nothing like the wild success of it. There was like Facebook Lives here and there, but there was nothing like it. And I'm really inspired to know that this event has inspired other awesome events. But things have changed so much in the last 5 years that I had questioned many times whether or not we should continue to do this. And then I just kind of get quiet, do some of my prayer time, and then I'm like, okay, yes, I am. This is part of my life purpose and mission and vision. So I'm glad that you acknowledge that. I appreciate that, Norma, because I think about this often throughout the entire year. When I talk to you guys that are members and clients and customers throughout the year through our support desk, when we have issues, because they happen regularly with technology, but I just been thinking about, like, how can we make this better? And like almost better than the first year, because we broke the website 3 times the first year. But I just think, like, if we can take notes and you can invite your friends and you can share the content through the app, you can not necessarily the 2020 content, okay, because that takes a little bit of time. So just please be aware of that the 2020 content will more than likely not be in the app during the event. It will be in after. But all the other content you can, if you decide to get the all access digital pass or one of the other memberships. But yeah, so you're welcome, Norma, and we're here for you. Okay. So yeah, Joanne, we're in for another amazing summit. It's going to be awesome. And we couldn't do it without amazing, super cool, crazy, wicked, wild, and ridiculous people like you all the way from British Columbia. So good on you, Angel, for getting registered. So I'm going to give you guys some homework. Okay. We spend the whole year getting this thing together and ready for you guys. My encouragement for you. Okay. This is just for fun. Okay. This is for Barney Quincy's own selfishness here. I want to give you a challenge of 5 people. Okay. They don't have to necessarily be on your team, but just hold yourself accountable, because there's a universal principle of, it's called reciprocity. And that which you do for others, you're doing for yourself. And that which you do for yourself, you're doing for others. So when you can invite 5 other people to this event and help them send them the link that was shared with you by a presenter or on this here, either way, just get them a link, get them registered, and kind of hold their hand, making sure they got registered, that they got the email, that they got logged in. Like, what are you learning today? What did you like today? What did you like? What'd you like yesterday? Whatever, just work with them, because when you help them, it helps you be more accountable, and it's going to make you learn more as well. So Angel, I'm just saying that now because you got registered, and it also reminded me that I was thinking that it'd be fun for you to invite other people. Okay. So who's down with me? Who's going to do the 5 fabulous 5 this year? Because if not, I'm going to come after you. I'm going to find out where you live, and I'm going to get some cinnamon oil, and I'm going to spray it in your face. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm not going to do that. But anyways, if you want to do the 5, then let's do that, because just think of, if everybody does that, we're going to have lots of fun. Right. Okay, so Leo said, just got my login credentials to the All Access. Thank you for including the past videos. Will it be the same login for this year's summit? So yes, Leo. Well, that was pretty quick. Maybe I should have paid you to come on here. This is perfect. Said, hey, this is awesome. Hey, I just got the All Access digital pass. Hey, I got my login details. This is awesome. So it is exactly the same, Leo. What it is that when you get your login details, it'll just be like some random characters that'll make up your password, but you can log in and go in and change your username or pardon me, your password to something that's easier for you to remember. But also remember that we're going to send you links. It's called an auto login link. And what that means is you just, when you get an email during the summit, pardon me, you click on the summit, you click on the link, and then it just takes you directly into the summit. So you don't even need to remember your username and password. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. This is another thing. One of the biggest things was like a pain in the butt was people would like, my password doesn't work. I can't. Let's be honest. I'm all about being transparent. Who has participated in the summit and joined in the past and was not able to get logged in because they forgot their bloody password or they couldn't remember it or they reset it and it didn't work? Okay. I know some people from a marketing perspective say, no, don't say this. Don't share anything about stuff that went wrong. But I'm like, if something's not going right, I want to know about it. Okay. Now, maybe somebody will post in here and maybe these comments are a little bit delayed. But the thing is that we would have issues. Some people would have issues, not everybody, but some people. And so now there's this new feature called the auto login link. So in your email, when you start getting emails for the summit to get logged in, there's going to be a link that you can just click on. It's going to say auto login here. You click on here and it's going to take you directly in. It's like getting a special access key because it has your password already embedded. So you don't even need to remember. And like, okay, so look at this. And hey, Sandra and Kim. So this just, stuff happens. Forrest Gump says that stuff happens. So Norma and yeah, people have had it. It happens. Okay. Stuff happens. So the auto login link's pretty cool. I should have mentioned that earlier, but anyways. And yeah, so this is great. So Carol, yes, you've emailed about 30 people and don't know who registered. So that's good. You know what? You can email people, you can direct message people, you can Facebook people, you can text people, you can post it on your wall. Please, take the image and go to our website, and there's the big image there that just says like get register now. You can just grab that, post on your social media and say, hey, I'm going to this. Who's with me? Who wants to do this? Don't be annoying about it, but post it on your social media page and or maybe in groups. If you're part of groups that are within Young Living and specific to Young Living, go ahead and do that. But don't be annoying about it because I don't want people getting like, oh my gosh, like people are like spamming groups, because we don't want that. But definitely just share it with groups, crossline groups, upline, downline, whatever, inline groups if there is such a thing, and just continue to share it. And that's great, Carol. I really appreciate it. But I will say this, Carol, if you emailed the 30 people, what I was talking about specifically and energetically, what this really does is it helps you to be held accountable from helping somebody else get started. Not only this is, with like in the business, it's a good idea. But what I'm talking about for the summit is you email those people, then go back to those people and say, hey, Susie, hey, Billy, hey, Tommy, hey, Frank, hey, George, did you get set up? Did you get registered? Did you get your email yet? Did you get confirmed? And maybe you might be like, okay, cool story, Barney, but I'm busy. I'm not going to go and do that. That's okay. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I'm just saying to have some fun. But I will say that there is something very special and that energetically happens when you do that because you initiate the law of reciprocity. And it's a very powerful universal principle. Okay. So, and yeah, and you know what? Pardon me. Carol, even if you don't do, when you're saying you're not doing, you're saying not doing digital because you're talking about the transcripts. So that's why you'll probably like the transcripts, Carol, because then you can go through and read all of them, which is going to be really awesome. And, oh yes, and Stacy, thank you for that. I know you're awesome, and you've been always, I think Stacy's actually presented for us. Correct me if I'm wrong, Stacy. But for every year since the year we started, maybe not the first year, but I think that you did. And I think that you're awesome. And even if I didn't think you're awesome, you're awesome, right? So thanks. Stacy Hall, by the way, she's a phenomenal presentation coming up this year on social media. So we're going to make sure you're going to want to watch that because she's really an exceptional speaker and presenter. And I'm not just saying that because she's on here right now. Okay. So Leo, we answered your question with that with the same login details, same thing. And if you guys need anything when the live chat starts, I think it might not start until at least Wednesday, but you can always email support. I'll put this here, support@fullcircleholistichealth.com. That's our email address if you need some support. Okay. And let me just see if I missed any other questions. And yeah, Norma said, and certainly we'll try for 5. Yes. And like Yoda says, Norma, there's no try, there's only do. But yes, definitely just try and have fun with it, right? I mean, it's just to have some fun to encourage your 5 people. So Angel said, I already invited my upline team, just need to work on my prospective members. Yes. Yeah. So this is the other thing too. I mean, think of some people, if you're actively building and growing right now, what's really, really cool about this event is that it's online. It's not like, hey, there's this really awesome event. I mean, of course, this comes nowhere in comparison to live events, right? But live events right now are not, I don't know what's going to happen in the near future with live events. But the thing is that if you have somebody in another country, another state, another town, another county, wherever, somewhere else other than in your local vicinity, you can encourage them and have like a distance buddy that you can have for accountability or for prospects at anywhere that they are, and say, hey, I know that you've been thinking about this for a while, Susie Q, from the town called CCR. You might want to really, I actually not might want to, I want you to go and register for this event because it's free. It's awesome. You're going to learn a lot. And I can almost guarantee you that whoever is interested in joining your team as a Young Living member, you can be assured that we're not going to try and recruit them, that nobody else is going to try to recruit them, that we're just going to, because we won't really know who they are anyways, but you can help them get started by learning and then get your prospective members in. Because how cool would it be for you, Angel, if you really took this to heart and invited 10 or 15 prospects and you enrolled 5 people in 10 days? I mean, how freaking cool would that be? Can I guarantee it? No, but I can say that you're going to have a lot better chance by inviting people to a 10-day event. And again, it's another thing that I really think is cool about this event is it's not just like it's 2 days or 3 days, it's 10 freaking days long, right? And so if somebody comes in on day 5, well, and they miss the first 4 or 5 days, then they can still do the next 5 or 6 days, right? So Chantel says here, I just had to change my password because I couldn't remember how to get in my account. I'm in now though. Well, that's good. Probably not Chantel, Charlie. So if you have Charlie or Charlie, I think it's either one. Hopefully I'm correct there. And let's see this. So, Charlie or Charlie says, I invited Leo. So good on you, right? And then Leo's all fired up and already got the All Access Digital Pass. So anyways, guys, I said this was going to be 20 minutes, but most of you who know me do videos, I'm like, this is going to be really short. And then it's like double the time that I say it's going to be. But then again, if you were really bored, you could have just ended off earlier, right? So all I want to say is thank you so much. Stay blessed, stay grateful, stay humble, stay hungry, get yourself registered for free. And then if you can, if your budget will allow, I highly encourage you to go and get the All Access Digital Pass, get your people registered, because this is our event. We make this for you and for me, but we make this for all of us. This is an event that we can all really sink our teeth into metaphorically and have fun with it. Learn from, like, there is amazing presentations coming up this year. And I say this every year, but I'm telling you, there is some really good presentations coming this year. We're talking presentations from social media in how to anybody and everybody can utilize virtual assistants to support you in your business and in your life, to just basics on homeschooling and still building a Young Living business to platinum and beyond, and how you can do that. And just other time, they're just some phenomenal presentations. Okay. So this is going to be awesome. So do me a favor, write down your list of your people that you're going to share for the summit, and anybody else that you know that is another leader or somebody who you think would be well served by sharing it with their team. I would be very, very grateful if you could share it with them. But right now, the two options for you is the free version and the All Access Digital Pass. And then when we get closer to the summit, then we'll release the details for VIP and the flash drive. So make sure you watch, because we're only going to leave the cart open during the 10 days of the summit, and then for a couple days after, and then we're probably going to take them off for a little bit. Okay. All right. So stay blessed, stay grateful, stay humble, stay hungry, and we will see you guys in the future. And if you think that I did a great job, then please let my boss know, because then I might get a raise. That's my wife. Okay. Just kidding. It's a little joke here to say, if you think I did a good job, then let my boss know and I might get a raise. And if not, then you just keep your opinions to yourself. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you showing up and being here. And we'll see you guys. So like I said about the daily 5, live at 5, actually, this is perfect. Longer I stay up, I'm just going to get even more ideas. Live at 5 every day during the summit, 5 Eastern time, will be live, and probably at least 2 or 3 more times before we start the summit. So that's only in a couple days. We'll be going live. And the final thing I will say, and then I'm for sure done, is Grow Workspace is one of our partners, Chrissy and Claire, who are 2 amazing powerhouse sisters that run that company called Grow Workspace, and they're one of our sponsors. They have something that's really cool up their sleeve, where they're going to have a free membership available coming in November. So you guys are definitely going to want to look out for them. And we're going to be doing a Facebook Live with them tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Okay, so watch for your email. See you guys in the future. I already said bye like how many times, but I really need to go now. Okay, get some sleep, and we'll see you later. Okay, bye-bye.